All right, traders, I'm sure we're all itching to trade on Tuesday after a 3-day weekend. So this is the watch this video for Tuesday, February 21st. The SPY was pretty boring on Friday, and I wish I'd have thought more about the fact that it was a Friday options expiration and, before a 3-day weekend. Somebody who I follow on Twitter, hilarious guy, he tweeted, reading it here verbatim, "I'm starting to think the philosopher who originally asked, 'Why am I here?' was a day trader who was in front of his screens on an options expiration Friday afternoon before a 3-day weekend." That guy's hilarious. Great stock picks or something like that. And it's super funny. Anyway, it did kind of give you the feeling, why am I here Friday? It was not the best trading environment. Hopefully, or Tuesday, today's Monday. Hopefully Tuesday will be better. Let me throw this up real quick for those just seeing one of my videos for the first time. Feel free to pause the video, but it basically explains my trading methodology, and then there's also the caveat that I am not an investor. I don't hold any of these overnight. All right, so here we go. What are we watching for Tuesday? DVN, another red day. It's just down to an area where it's bounced nicely off of. When I say an area, it's kind of a rough guideline, right? Because it bounced down here in below 50, and again here, and then bounced here about where it hit on Friday. So anyway, it's certainly oversold in the short term. Pretty good setup for a potential bounce play. I threw Dash on there because Dash had earnings, which is DoorDash, and had an ugly day. It topped out at 70.05 and went all the way down to a low of 60.42. And from what I understood, the earnings look positive. So anyway, I'm going to put it on. Sometimes bears get a hold of a stock on an intraday basis and just are relentless and don't give any ground back, and then the next day you get a bounce. So that's why Dash is on there with earnings behind them. All right. TTD had a really nice breakout. Would have been Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday, a couple red days on declining volume. Of putting that on potential bounce watch. AMCX, big breakout on Friday. We're going to see if it gives any kind of follow-through day. RSLS, it's kind of formed a base down here after selling off. And this one can move at times. So there's the intraday. They had news, I think pre-market, but then on an intraday basis, it ended up, bear with me 1 second, let me make sure. Okay, it ended up ripping and then kind of held up all day. So this one, if it gives an A+ setup on the long side, it could give a nice move. AM had this huge move back here. Attempted a huge move on Thursday, gave a lot of it back, but then on Friday started climbing right back up. So this one definitely goes on long watch. OCUL had a really big move. Looked like it was rolling over, and lo and behold, Friday right back up near recent highs. And another interesting thing is that, let's see, on Wednesday topped out right around 650. Back in September, topped out right around 650. It is extended though, but it seems to be holding up really, really well. So I'm going to put it on a chart. EBS had the gap up on good news on Thursday, sold off, and then Friday right back up near Thursday's high. So that goes on long watch. And kind of a sleeper pick, KPRX. Had a big move back here, came back down, kind of found support, and is starting to curl back up. So that's it. Not a very big list, but I've often said a lot of times the market chops around for a while, and then what we do as day traders, we look to find new leaders, new stocks that are in play, right? So hopefully we'll have a few new symbols show up this week, right? On high volume, good news, and then we could have new stocks to choose from. And as always, we'll add gappers to this list in the pre-market on Tuesday morning. That's it for me. I'm done babbling. I'll see everybody in the chat room on Tuesday morning.